garage at Midtown Auto Works was silent, save for the slow drip of oil tapping the concrete floor. Then, clang, a wrench hit the ground like a gunshot. "You expect me to believe a girl can fix this?" Grant Wallace scoffed, arms folded, a smirk stretching beneath his grizzled mustache. The other mechanics snickered behind him. At the center of the bay stood Maya Thompson. Her grease-streaked overalls hung loose, her boots scuffed from years spent on concrete. She stared at the mangled engine block on the lift, an urban legend among the crew. The ghost motor. Unfixable, or so they said. Maya's hands trembled. Her future and her father's name rested on this engine. "If you can't fix it by sundown," Grant sneered, "you're done, just like your old man." Laughter erupted from the crew, but in 3 hours, that laughter would fade to silence. Maya had grown up right here in Midtown Auto Works. Her father, Russell Thompson, was a legend in Detroit's car scene. The man could tune an engine by ear. But 2 years ago, he was fired under scandal, accused of sabotaging a high-profile client's vehicle. Maya never believed it. Now, at 24, she worked under Grant, the man who took her father's place. Every day she swallowed snide remarks and patronizing glances. But today, Grant had tossed her a chance, maybe unknowingly, to redeem her father's name. The ghost motor had become a shop myth, a prototype engine left behind, unfixable and never explained. But as Maya inspected the warped fuel rails and stripped bolts, something clicked. She recognized the model. It was the same one Russell had been working on the night he was fired, the same engine Grant had sworn was scrapped. And here it was. She dove in. The fuel line, cut, then resealed. The ECU? Tampered with to trigger system errors. The damage wasn't accidental. It was engineered to fail. The team watched silently, doubt melting away. Then, a shadow loomed over her. "Find anything?" Enlightening, Grant's voice dropped low. He knew. Maya's heart raced. She rose and held up a bent valve. This wasn't wear. This was forced. The room murmured. Grant's smirk slipped. Her phone buzzed. A message from one of Russell's old shop buddies. "Check the serial number. Wasn't that prototype restricted to R&D?" She bent, wiping grime off the engine block. There it was, clear as day. The manufacturing stamp from Grant's former employer. This wasn't just about her dad. Grant had stolen the engine and blamed Russell to cover it up. "Enough," Grant snapped, snatching the valve from her hand. "You're out." The crew turned away. No one stepped in. Her proof was slipping. Then the garage doors burst open. A man in a tailored suit strode in, flanked by 2 uniformed security officers. "Grant Wallace, corporate's been looking for you. We'd like to discuss this missing prototype." Grant paled. Maya exhaled. "You set my dad up," she shouted, shoving a folder of specs into the investigator's hands. "You knew this engine would fail. You let him take the fall." Grant lunged but was quickly restrained. As handcuffs clicked, he sneered. "You'll never wrench again in this town." Maya smirked. "Good, I'm opening my own shop." News traveled fast. Russell Thompson's name was cleared, Grant was indicted for corporate fraud, and Maya, she stood in her father's bay, now hers, as the engine roared to life. The same crew that once laughed now stared. One muttered, "Damn, she's better than her old man." Maya cracked a smile. "No, I just had more to prove." Maya's heart pounded. Her hands moved fast, guided by instinct. She wasn't just fixing the machine. She was reclaiming a legacy. When the engine roared to life, the garage froze. Then someone clapped. One by one, the crew joined in. Maya stood back, arms crossed, grease on her cheek, chin lifted. This wasn't just a fix. This was justice. 2 weeks later, Maya reopened the garage under her family name. A banner read, "Built on Truth." Her father hugged her, eyes wet. "You fixed more than metal." Maya looked around. At the revving engines, the cheers, the pride in her father's face. "No, she said softly. We fixed everything. The old banner still hung above, faded but proud.